Welcome back. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. This is Melanin Madam. Tonight we have show number 68B. 68B because the next show should have been show number 69, and I did not prepare. So I'm going to prepare and then come back with a semi adult show. I still got to protect my brand. Some shit just don't belong in front of a camera. Maybe for somebody else's story, it'll be a little bit different. Uh, I don't know. I am a full grown ass woman. I'll think about it later. I'll talk to my people. I talk to my people. You talk to your people. And then by Thursday, we'll decide what we're going to do. We, meaning the people out there. If you're going to judge me, could you let me know in advance? I don't trust you, motherfuckers.
I'm
Okay.
hollering.
Tonight is number 68B. I'm going to have our co host introduce herself on your way in. If you are on YouTube, listening and supporting that way, please make sure that you hit the like button. Um, Most of you guys have been back a million times. Hit the like button. You're already going to know you're going to like the show. TikTok. If you are not ready to engage and you would like to just listen because you're cleaning or doing whatever, head over to YouTube because next month, in the month of June, if I notice that you're not engaging, I'm just going to remove you because you disrespected me first. You hit me first. So we'll have our co-host introduce herself. I'll read the disclaimer. We'll jump right in.
Hey y'all, it's Dizzy Des Delicious, the nail tech of the gods. Happy freaking Tuesday. They say it's Taco Tuesday, but I'm tearing up some Chinese food, okay? And don't judge me. I'm ready for the show, part B, honey. I'm low-key ready for 69, but we're not gonna tell anybody. I'm so weak.
I can't hear you at all. Hello. I cannot. Okay, here we go. Let me make the comments a little bigger on YouTube so that you guys can see them. Okay, here we go. Check over here. Welcome in on TikTok. Okay, so as with every show, grab your wine. Make sure you lock your doors and hide your group chat because some of the citizens of Delulu County they out they loose again. We like to classify them over here, whether you like it or not, as Kiki's cousins and Brene's cousins because most stories include some far off delusional shit that includes a bunch of things. And if
Mm.
nobody else not gonna hold your hand and tell you this, they do a bunch of delusional shit all together to where you like, are you ever gonna stop? Probably not. Okay,
Mm-mm.
got it. Let's see. Tonight again is case number 68B. Thursday will be case number 69. So definitely make sure you have a good drink then. My stories, they are messy. Audacity is really high. And then I always offer advice. And for these stories that come out, they're recent stories. So I always go back if it's good information or feedback that we gave, and I actually comment on the post and either tell them to watch the video and exactly where to find it, or I leave our feedback. They say when you push somebody down, not that I'm pushing somebody down, it's just the analogy. When you push somebody down, be prepared to lift them back up. So I'm just saying. So tonight we have on the docket a man paying child support, but he still doesn't want to be involved with the child. So the child is not his problem.
Mm.
Um, mhm. um, a husband having a party while the wife's father passed away. Um, a fiance who snapped because his fiance is talking too much. And then we have um, a whole family mistreating a daughter in law and then being mad at her for separating herself. So let's read the disclaimer. These stories are for commentary, education, laughs, life's lessons, and allegedly minding business that was voluntarily posted on Beyonce's internet. You posted it. Welcome in, Shea Butter. You posted it. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. Opinions are entertainment purposes only. Please seek legal, like licensed legal, not this legal shit y'all keep throwing around. You didn't even use ChatGPT. That's my opinion. Get medical advice from a real doctor, like with an MD, not like that Bryant girl, or therapy advice, like in real life for your real solution for your real problem. Okay? Because when we're at the courtroom, I got a lot of papers. Okay? I got a lot of papers, but you didn't pay me to use now. So if you're going to listen to me, that's your business. Okay? Because I don't know all the information. So, whatever. Here we go. Ready for some glitter?
I'm ready for some glam, baby.
Y'all got real ass glittering, guys. Let me tell you something too. So let me tell you what I did today. This is what I did today. Hey, boo. This is what I did. I said, self, I got my credit card bill and I see what I gift. Okay. What I give from the heart. I swear I do. Here's my goal for TikTok to make money off of it. Okay. But this is what I need on TikTok to help me get money off TikTok. I at least need my gift gallery filled because that actually means something over here. So when you come in, please get your daily heart means. Please share. And my gallery, see it on. I told you I'm always right. To if one person cleared the whole motherfucker, it would be $20.43. Eventually, gonna love me enough to do it. Let me tell you what I need. I need my donuts. That's 90 cents. I need my hats. That's $2.97. My hand hearts. That's $3. My hearts. Those are $1.99 a piece. $3.98 for both of them. And my corgi. $7.98. If you would be so inclined, please visit the gift gallery. Thank you. Weekly. And you can, girl, I told, and you, how you gonna, don't tell me what you did, sis. Just say, hey, girl, and text me, okay? Don't embarrass me in front of these kind people. Thank you so much, you guys, for going in my gift gallery. I don't know why my sister want to play with me. Anyway, let me tell you what I was thinking of doing. Shooting somebody the money and having them feel it. Because let me tell you what I don't like to do. Because I don't have sense. I don't like problems. I'll do the shit myself. I got a whole marketing plan. But what I can tell you is I could run reports. That's the first thing I figured out. And when I figure out who does what, I'm not asking nothing. I'm going to just know who to do it for. Ain't going to be no giveaways. You want to know why? Because I know who to give it to. Shit. I tried that with the first business. Absolutely not. Anyway. Okay, Des, ready for the first story? Why y'all laughing at me on YouTube? Y'all
Because your ass is funny. But
You
we
know
is
I
here for
disown people
you.
on, thank you. You know I disown people on YouTube, period. Because let me tell y'all, I already disown family. Okay. I have saved a lot of money on baby showers, graduations, birthdays, everything. You want to know why? Because I went back and I did a tally. Because all I asked you to do was watch my shows. That actually gets you paid. And I ain't cracked the code yet. But let me tell you what I have cracked the code on. Them same people sending me other people's YouTube. You should talk about this. You should talk about this. You should fuck this up. Okay,
Oh,
I got that out. Sometimes when I don't eat,
I
my
mean, I
blood.
don't understand the problem.
I
Girl,
don't.
I got you on the TV, the phones,
Period. Do you
you
know how many
everywhere.
candy bars I bought that I didn't want? Thank you so much
And it's only
for
1 hour.
$25 popcorn.
Right.
Okay, to your kids recital when they ran off
Mm,
the stage and cried, and I still was like,
mm.
girl, stop playing with me. Guilty assholes. Okay, here's the story though, for real. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Y'all want reality TV? That's my reality. Motherfuckers play too much. Period.
Period.
I even called my mama. Excuse me, ma'am. Period. Moonwalk and told her don't do nothing for them no more. Thank you. Oh, okay. Case number one or story number one. Here we go. It is. Oh, we're starting with the child support one. Here we go. Case number one. You pay child support, but still said keep her over there. Let's see how we feel. If they're guilty or not. Listen carefully and don't listen with logic. That's what I'll tell you with this one. Okay. So, okay. So me and my ex-wife broke up 6 years ago because she got pregnant and wanted to keep the child, even though we both decided to be child free. So I currently am still child free and paying about 2K a month in child support, which is the maximum amount here. So recently, she got into some pretty major health complications that left her unable to care for the kid. She asked me if it was possible for me to take the kid the next year, which is what the doctor estimated would be required for her to heal from her temporary paralysis. I refused because it's not like the kid was going into foster care or anything. They were just going to live with their aunt Thank you, which is a 4-hour drive away. However, she insulted me. She insulted me about how I was making an already tough time for kids, even hard for the kid, even harder, making her have to move away from her friends and the people she knows into a completely new place. So am I the asshole? Mic drop. Thank you for your gifts. I saw them all out of my peripheral. I asked you a question. Des, you gotta stop. Let's see. So, is he the asshole? Let me see. This is my opinion on if he is the asshole. My opinion is no. My opinion is he's not the asshole because, granted, things can change. They really can. And it's quite possible that maybe she didn't think she could have kids, so she kind of put it out of her mind for the rest of her life and thus agreed not to have kids. It could be that during that time in her life, when they first got together, that she really didn't want kids. But then as you get older, you decide, okay, you decide that you do. I mean, things can change. That's why I can only discuss and have those conversations of what that would look like, in addition to what it would look like if that was something that changed, right? So I wonder if they had the conversation. Okay, we don't want to have kids. We want to be kids free. But what are we going to do if one of us change our mind? What are we going to do if I do get pregnant? To me, if he truly didn't want to have kids, he could have gotten a vasectomy also. As long as you have all the parts and all of the things, you still can have kids. So you still leaving that up to God, especially with a married couple. That's a God choice. I would look at it like I never wanted kids, but I got pregnant despite everything that I did that I was supposed to do. I would think that God wanted me to have that kid. If he felt that passionate about never having kids, he should have got a vasectomy. That way it could have never happened and they wouldn't be facing that. That's just me. Now, do I think he is wrong? No, I don't think he's wrong because that's what they discussed. It's not like he stayed with her and played, back and forth. Like some people, they'll stay with you, but like take it out on you or say, I'll try or be in and out, or I want to see my kid this week. Next week, I don't. Um, that leads me to believe, which is very interesting, fist pump, which also is interesting because I'll be wondering, okay, if my brother didn't want to have the baby he had, that don't mean I can't be involved in the baby's life. So do the family be, well, you gotta know because they was married. Do the family just don't be involved either? I wonder how that works. That's interesting. I wonder how that works. But I can't see how that makes sense. It doesn't make sense that she would even call him. I wouldn't, because I would look at it like being artificially inseminated, and I don't know who the dad is. You already right. Yeah, um, exactly. No, I give mine an option. I just think that we often forget about or don't take into consideration how deep it is that a woman has full control. Women, I also think that you don't take it as serious how far you have control. So if I were to get pregnant and my husband did not want a baby and I said I'm keeping the baby and we got a divorce, that's it forever. I'm not reaching out to him for nothing. I wouldn't even want child support. I don't think that that's okay. That's just me because you move forward. You wanted to do it. You have complete control. That's not fair to put somebody in a situation, especially when you all discussed it to begin with. I will have my baby, but it's up to you. But I let your family be involved. That's a hard one. It because it has to be tailored, right? So even right, if they want, because they then have to consider how their son or brother or whatever will feel, right? So let's say they come and get your baby and they have a baby the same age. Technically, they're still gonna see their baby. And then how do you be in a space and the dad don't acknowledge the child? Oh my God. That one is hard. But the women need to think about what that looks like to you going forward. And then you also need to be respectful of the fact that now y'all got to sit down and say what that looks like. I don't even think you should have went for child support. That's just me though, because you're still putting somebody in a contract that they didn't sign up for and they said no. Now in some states you can go to court and petition to sign all of your rights away. Here's a caveat with even signing your rights away. In some states, if it will cause a financial hardship, they still make you pay for the baby. I
Mm.
don't know. Yeah, they don't let you just walk away. Hell, in some states, if you marry somebody and they have kids, but you don't, and y'all get a divorce, if it will cause a hardship or unequal households or whatever, and it's not even your biological child, they make you pay.
Well, because you married their responsibility.
I don't need to be there for the other side
I mean,
to you took on that responsibility as long as you're with them. But my thing is, how do you go for the other parent, like in the situation I just named, you go for the step parent more than you going after the motherfucker that should have been paying child support to begin with. So you really
baby,
you get what
what
I'm
you
like,
say?
this shit is just crazy to me.
It's
Because
not that I agree with it, but I definitely see all the sides. I see all the sides.
I do. I do. But most of all, I think it's wrong to trap a man that literally impacts the rest of their life. $2,000 a month is not
I
a
don't
little.
know if I listen. I don't know if I see now that sentence right there kind of shakes me up a little because
What?
although he might not be the father of that particular child, he's the
No,
father
this
of.
one he is. So I'm sorry. I'm back to talking about the story. This one he is.
Oh,
This one he
okay.
is. Yeah. It's okay. So they got married. They got married. They always said they would not have kids. They got divorced because she decided to move forward to have the kid, the little girl. They got divorced 6 years ago. Now fast forward, she's needing to get some treatment for whatever she's going through, and it's going to take about a year. So she picks up the phone and asks him, "Can you take her for about a year so she doesn't have to move away with me because it will change her life and all of the things." $2,000 a month is crazy. Here's the thing: you want her to stay in that um, over there because she'll still get to be around family, friends, etc., etc., etc. You're asking somebody who
Mm-hmm.
went from zero to giving a fuck about if the kids has her same play dates and shit. So you want him to go from 0 to 60, and he didn't want to go from 0 to a visit. He don't even visit the kid. He calls it the
Right.
kid.
As far as he's concerned, that ain't his kid.
You don't even know the kid.
Mm. Baby, that sounds like a setup, and he better not do it. He better not fucking do it. You're
I'm
gonna be
waiting.
stuck with that kid.
Was the child around? No, the child is not around nobody from his side. He don't have visits. He don't nothing. He only pays the 2K a month in child support. And if they broke up 6 years ago because she got pregnant, that means the daughter must be 6. So even at
Mm.
6, it's not even that traumatic for you to take the damn child with you and she go be over there and then come back. It's not that traumatic. Um,
Wow.
no, I don't think he's the asshole. What are you gonna even do with a is that toddler age? What is that? What is 6 considered? That's a very critical age for a little girl though. Especially these little girls these days. I would never, and I'm not even being funny, I would never want Harley's dad to take her full time. Harley is a handful. Harley is a handful. He can barely do his every other weekend. So to just let your child go with somebody who you don't know who they be around, what they do, who they dating, none of this,
That
and you
girl,
just
because the way I feel,
youth.
in order to protect the child and himself, his answer should be no, and he's not an asshole for feeling that way.
I don't understand.
Because I'm gonna say I don't know. I mean I don't know him. I don't know nothing about them. But what I do know is there's a lot of fucked up humans out here. And with that being said, that is a torturous time to place on your child.
I think so.
And
They
girl,
just
you are full of
accident.
shit. I don't believe you.
I
And
don't
where
make
is
sense.
your fucking family?
Yes. Why would you even call him at all? Where's the godparents? Do you know it's a laundry list of people I would have called before I called him? I would have called him out of
That man paid you enough money a month so you don't call him.
you don't I don't know. I don't even think I would call to let him know anything other than hey, this is but he's not involved. I wouldn't even say this is where she's going to be in case you want to see her because the answer is no. He don't want to see her. Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't. That wouldn't. Mm-mm. Okay, comment on YouTube. When she changed her mind, she should have discussed it with him. If he felt the same way as the first decision, then get a divorce and find someone exactly. But I'm thinking she got pregnant and then her mind changed, which is completely understandable. That the problem isn't with changing your mind. The problem is with the expectation of this man. You already went and got child support and maxed that shit out. I don't agree with that. Period. I'm sorry, but I don't. And then second, since something has occurred, you want to call him. That is a child fresh out of toddler stage. She could still be having accidents. She could be very picky with food. She needs help with baths. She probably need when she need her hair done. What is he supposed to do? No. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't agree. I don't agree. So she should go with you to your aunt's house. I don't care if it's 3 states away. She's 6. They don't make no. And why would you not want your child with you?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's weird, Des. Why would you not want your child with you?
For a whole fucking year. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a
Forcing
setup.
a
I don't
relationship.
believe none
I,
of it. It's some bullshit.
somebody just said it over here too. Money said it over here. She's forcing a relationship, and you said it's a setup. I need
It's a setup. You cannot force that relationship on him, nor can you try to force that relationship on her. Because one thing about it is one thing to never know a person that don't want to be bothered with you. It's another thing to know a person and know that they don't want to be bothered with you.
I
And
think that
you're
was
supposed to be
more
my
damage.
parent.
Right,
So this is her first love.
right.
Her father should be her first love, and her first love has already rejected her. What type of shit is you trying to do, girl? Toxic. You need therapy immediately.
And see, that's the reason why I wouldn't move forward and have no baby because technically he didn't reject her. He rejected being a parent. It didn't matter if it was boy, girl,
It did not
next.
matter.
You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You will attach that to yourself. Like, okay, even if you felt that way, how come I'm not special enough that right when you saw me
That
it
you
was
couldn't change those
yeah,
feelings.
and that's not fair, but that's still the way, we're gonna
That's how it's
process.
gonna go down.
Yeah,
That's how it's gonna go down, and you wrong for that. You was already wrong for stunning on that man and getting pregnant because you did that shit with intention. I'm sure he thought your ass was on birth control or something.
right. Something sound fishy about this show. I wonder if she got a terminal illness, and she's. Why would the aunt even see? I'm a
I
little
will
bit
need to see
different.
some doctor paperwork. I need to go
Yes,
to an appointment with you to find out what's really going on, what they finna
right.
do to you for the next year. I don't trust you, but it's like I'm,
Des,
and then like
just
for
think,
real,
Des.
I don't
Can
know.
you imagine Can you imagine Ty calling me and saying, "Is something wrong? I'm gonna tell, the kid's father to take them." I'm gonna be like, "You gonna do what?"
That
No,
doesn't
it's
make
coming with
any
me.
fucking
Are you
sense.
crazy? You know what I'm saying? I would say, "Are you crazy?" My kids are coming with me. So what kind of family are they? That's weird. Now it's
But
just got my,
I'm really learning in the nail business that family ain't family like family used to be family.
I wouldn't
Okay.
ask questions. He already said no. I mean, I would never, he wouldn't be on the
The
emergency call.
idea that that man divorced you because
I
you
mean,
went
a divorced girl
a divorce. He
and
divorced you
paid.
and
Mm-mm.
he paid to stay the fuck away. But the fact is, he divorced you because you went against what his rules were. Do you really still want him or want
Law
him to father
rules.
your child?
Law rules. Wait a minute, Des. Let's use the right
And I
words.
mean, okay, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
their rules
it was
because she
their,
changed her mind. But
yeah.
my point is, he was not willing to grow with you on that mind change, ma'am.
But wouldn't you
So I
rather
don't know
somebody
what
be
you
honest
expected.
with you than to say, yeah, yeah, go ahead and do it, and then walk out the door like some of these other men do? They be the one
Well,
walk the baby, and then
he
they
still
just
walked out the door, but at least he walked out giving you a check, bitch.
he
Be
didn't walk out
grateful.
the door. Y'all decided to move in different direction because when you decided to move this way, he decided to move this way. I
I'm
mean, the one
hollering.
but that's the truth. You broke the contract, so you do this, and I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do, and now you're gonna go do what you want to do. To me, that's amicable. I'm sorry. People need to start thinking with logic. What they want to do is attach a thing to it and attach these emotions and then justify and then be hurt about. No, when you made that decision, you need to think of all the things that come with it, all of them, because that's your reality. Just like I feel more compassion for a woman that's with a man and a man that's with a woman, and they say, "Oh, we're going to do this together, all lovey-dovey," and then it get hard, and the woman leave or the man leave. Then that's walking out because we said we was going to do this together. You don't get to just leave when it get tough. We get to thug this out together. But this man said from before holy matrimony. She said before holy matrimony. Then you changed, and he said, "Okay."
But I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. I think
Oh,
that communication should take place, but I definitely don't think it's fair to say we agreed on this and this is just how it's going to be. Like life doesn't change your mind at
yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah. And that's what we talked about when you disconnected. I was like, should you, like, that's part of, the full process. Hello, welcome in. The full process of talking about those marriage counseling questions. That's a good one because I don't know if people do. Hey, if what do we do if we both decide to have kids, but then one of us changes our mind later? What does that look like? Like, you have to think about things completely now. And I think that the more people share their stories, that's why I like doing story times, because it jogs your brain to say, dang, I didn't think about that. Could, be a discussion beforehand, especially with those things that are really,
I mean,
really
because
big.
both of y'all made those decisions and thought processes as single people. You starting a family together may change your mind.
Or you may be like my cousins who don't have kids. Thani, Tanya, or Fanya do not have kids. And both of them was married. They said no. And they meant it. They do not. Mm-mm. I'm their girl. And Cameron is their boy. Period. They did not never have kids. And
And I
Thani's
understand
husband
that
did not
shit.
want kids. But Tanya's husband has a kid. But they said no and they meant it.
That's
So,
how me
but
and my
to your
siblings
point,
are.
right,
We said no. I mean, I think only one of us said yes to kids, and we had to go through traumatics for that. Ain't
right.
nobody finna do all that. So I
I just
understand him
want
walking
more
away, but
to
I
the
kind of
counseling.
don't. And it's a catch 22 for me with him or with them deciding to part ways over that particular decision because what was done was still done. But in the same breath, you have to respect the fact that that man told you what he did not want to do. So it's
Some
a
people
catch
are not
22.
capable, Des. What if, to your point, the impact that a man has? Let me tell you something. This is what I believe, and then we'll wrap this up because I think we could go on with this one forever. We
I
already 30
swear,
minutes.
because we
It's
feeling
just
it.
so much, right? Um, uh, when you have kids, I think that when they are younger, daddy's girl matter and mama's boy matter. And then when they get to the age where they start maturity kicks in, you guys need to switch back. And the son need to be with the dad, and the girl need to be with the mom.
Mom.
To your point, you fall in love and learn, and that's the fairy tale, and is built, and then later you get your foundation of where to put those pieces as the role you're going into. You're going into the role of a woman and the role of a man, and then you guys are supposed to switch. If that girl goes and be with that man right now, and he's not a warm and fluffy person, you can't be. You're not a warm and fluffy person. Do you know the damage it will do to that little girl? Your mama
Period.
already sick, and you're not gonna be seeing your mama. That girl and mama, it's something wrong, because I grew up in the 80s, child, and I personally know people that would rather and did be on the streets with their mama with a pipe in their damn hand than be with somebody else, because a mother has that type of impact. Girl, your daughter would rather be with you than her fucking play dates. Get the fuck out of here. What is really happening? What's missing in this story?
She
Why
want
would
her
you not
husband
want
back.
your daughter to make you feel better? Something missing, y'all.
She want
Something.
her husband back. That's
It
what's
could just
missing.
it could just be that damn simple too.
I'm serious. It be that simple. And you thinking if he can get with the kid, he can get back with me.
She still wants control. I think she wants control, because for him to be able to give up 2K, and he didn't even mention that in here as a problem, he got the money.
He got
He
the
got
money.
the
And
money.
he got the
And they probably
time.
had a really good relationship. So you did lose your best friend and all of that. Oh my
I could see
gosh.
that they I mean, I could see she want her man back and she
And
want her
her,
family.
yep, that's a good one. And her being sick makes her think it's easier to win him over. Honey, if the birth of his own baby
Did not win.
didn't break him, and
It
I'm
didn't
not even
win.
saying there's nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is this, where you got to pull all logic in, because girl, you're gonna make yourself more sick trying to figure out how to maneuver him or whatever. No, stop using your daughter as a pawn. Something is making me
Period.
believe like the girls is saying. It's something wrong, girl. Who wouldn't want their kid with them? Your daughter? Mm-mm, mm-mm. My little cousin was in the bed with his mom while she was getting cancer treatment. He wanted to be with his mom. Okay? So no.
Exactly.
No, I can't see this shit. No. So my answer to you, Mr. Sir, I think so. I think she using the child as a pawn. I'm with you now. Now that you said that, I'm like, okay, because I'm thinking, why would you want to? What logical person? You're right. You and Des are
Most
right.
people ain't got no logic. That's the problem.
Y'all saw through the bullshit, because I'm really trying. Logically, none of this made sense to me. But okay. So, sir, we're going to say you're not the a hole, because if you can't do it, I would prefer that you don't, because the reasons are not even valid enough for me. So she can stay with what she's used to for a year. You're making a hard time even harder. She would need to be away from her friends and the people she knows. The biggest people she knows, ma'am, is you, birth canal lady. No, no, you're not the asshole. No gavel for you. Let's move to the next story. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Let's see. Send her to her auntie. Okay, so the life lesson is, oh my God. Okay, so to summarize that, because TikTok loves to summarize what we say, okay? Don't get my shit wrong, TikTok, okay? Pick it up. Now, let me recap what everybody has said. Now, we do understand the original agreement. Yes. But once the child is here, the contract changed, okay? It changed for both of you, and you made your decisions. Although one of you think you got a Netflix subscription, and you could just pull it in and pull it out. I'm with Des. He paid you enough that you actually could have stayed at home, if you ask me, and had a nurse come in and live a different life. I'd rather move to a 1 bedroom apartment than move 4 hours away. But that's just me. The paralysis, though, that means she can't walk.
That does mean that.
That means okay.
It means she
Okay, so
might can't do a lot of things. She
okay.
may not want her child to see her like that if the story is true. That's understandable. The problem is you just picked the wrong babysitter, honey.
Okay.
But you picked that babysitter on the strength of you are her father. Maybe you want to try to build a relationship with your child.
Oh.
It's like, so again,
You
it's so
shouldn't
many
do
ways
baby.
to look at it.
He sounds very matter of fact, ma'am. I don't know what you making your head hurt for. So anyway, let's just say child support, and he's paying it only. He clearly wanted no emotional responsibility, but he
Period.
was man enough to go ahead and let that payment go through, which is more than, listen, if you put this out, if the girl put this out and told people, hey, he right when she said, hey mama, she paid me, not you over here, mama putting over here. She paid, gets $2,000 a month. About 90% of baby mamas across the US, to include some wives, will be like, girl, you better leave that man alone. You better leave that man alone because, ma'am, we out here thugging it out. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't think I ever would have bothered that man. I don't
No,
think I ever would have bothered him.
no, no. Okay, let's move on to the next case because, child, we might need to revisit this as a whole show because that just got so many angles.
It
And
did. It had a lot of angles.
it did, because it makes you wonder, like, why, right? I know some people who, well, my mom, my biological father is not in my life, and my mom did not bother that man. Nor did she sit around and tell bad stories. As a matter of fact, she didn't tell me anything I didn't ask. And I
Ain't
had
that
such,
nice?
I didn't have any questions until I got older. Hey, love, how are you? Hey, Latoya. Child, we just read a story, child. Thank you for getting your daily heart, me. We're moving to the next story because, child, these people, they don't have sense. Okay. Now, you know I can't moonwalk right now. My back is hurting, but I could twerk a little bit in my chair. That's it. Okay. Here we go. Story number 2. Uh, your wife's dad died and you kept the wings hot. Here we go. Am I the asshole? Backstory. We have we have football parties every Sunday. It's potluck. Everyone brings something, and the drinks brings something and drinks, and we have a good time. People are at my house whether or not we are there. Okay. Usually only a few neighbors and brother-in-law. I am 35, a female. He is 35, male. We've been married for 12 years. My parents live several hours away. My father has been sick in and out of the hospital for several weeks. I went up Saturday afternoon to be with him and other family. Hubby stayed home with the kids. I let him know my dad wasn't doing good and that we expected him to pass soon. Parentheses. I spent the night in the hospital room with him. He passed the next morning, which was Sunday. I stayed with my mom and siblings to help plan and notify people. I told hubby I'd be leaving after lunch to come home. Football party was on for 1 p.m. I got home and party was in full swing. Everyone is eating and drinking like normal. I was upset and wanted to be alone, so I went upstairs and stayed. I feel like he should have canceled or made people leave before I got there. He knew he knew about when I'd be coming home because I talked to him on my way home. Am I the asshole for expecting him to cancel? First of all, my condolences. Thank you for everything, Toya. Ah, okay. If this was me, he would have had a nap between the crock pot and the refrigerator. And then anybody that was in my house, um,
That's that. Hmm.
get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah,
Okay.
that part.
Unless y'all did,
Everybody
unless
just
they didn't know.
Time to go. Pack it up and get out. But
Des,
like, well, okay, so hold
you're
on.
there with the kids. That means. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Start the
I couldn't
beginning of the
see that.
story for me. Just the beginning.
Read the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole? Backstory: we have football parties every Sunday. It's potluck. Everyone brings something and drinks and has a good time. People are at my house whether or not we are there. Usually only a few neighbors and brother-in-law. He told his age. I'm sorry, she told their age and that they've been married for 12 years. My parents live several hours away. My father has been sick in and out of the hospital for several weeks. She went up on Saturday. He passed on Sunday. Um, she stayed for a little bit with her mom and the siblings to help plan. They went to lunch. She called and told hubby. Hubby still proceeded with the party, and she walked in the
Yeah.
door after talking to him on the way there. So he knows that she was in transit. So she still walks into a full ass party in her house, and her husband giving a Sunday football potluck. Kids probably running around and don't know what has occurred.
As much as I would love to say you're not the asshole, that's why I asked you to read it over. You're saying that these people are in your house whether you're there or not, because this is something y'all do.
Okay.
Um, if this is something y'all do and your father has been sick, has it not also been a discussion? So it wasn't a discussion last Sunday that you might be going up to see about Pops? On one
What do you?
hand, I guess it's like on one hand, yeah, maybe he should have canceled it. But on the other hand, maybe you would have really wanted these people around you for support with doing what you regularly do. Not to say that he was being inconsiderate and not canceling, but again,
Yeah.
that's still a catch 22 for me.
What do y'all think? Let me see. Hi, baby. Hey,
I mean,
turn.
it would be so
I
different
need
if
to know.
that wasn't such a custom
Okay.
of
Monty,
their
I have
own
the same
tradition.
question. So Monty said on TikTok, why wasn't hubby there with her? Kids can wait in the waiting room. She said that hubby stays home and so that he could stay home with the kids. I'm guessing they've been married for 12 years. The kids are probably 12 and under, so that's too much for them since he's been sick and they've been in and out, I'm guessing. And they stay several hours away. So she probably just wants to get in the car and go over there herself. Um, let's see. Hey, boo.
And he
Uh,
probably thought it would be over by the time she got
really
home due to
good
the
at
fact that
work.
it was several hours away.
So
I don't know.
if it was set, let's okay. So you just brought up a thing. If it's several hours away, so several, a few is three. Several is more than that. So my thing is, let's just say it's 3 hours. Okay. If her and her
Okay.
family went to lunch, that would put it at about 4 or 5 when she got home. So you could have still did your thing, but have everybody cut out early. Now I can understand. I know. I could understand if the dad did not pass away and she was on her way home. It sounds like she allows him to keep doing a regular 1 2 1 2. But if I call and tell you my dad passed away, he passed now. So now nobody should be here. Nobody. Nobody should be here but my husband and my children. And quite possibly my best friend. Whomever is very close to me is the only people that should be there. Not the neighbors, not anybody like that. It's an order of respect because now we have to sit down and tell our children that their grandpa has passed. I don't think that's
Mm.
something she should have had to ask for. I think that was the point of her saying, like, in normal routine, yes, they are still there, and that's okay. But this time, and I think that's why she also included to let us know, like, basically how close she is with her dad. That that night before, she even crawled up in the bed with. She didn't leave the hospital, so that means it was like really bad that that she stayed or whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't agree. not to mention her driving or traveling. That's the part. So I would have. That's another good point. So Monty said on TikTok that um, you really, basically, you shouldn't have done it as well because she's driving home in a different state of mind right now. So you really would want to like be focused and pay attention to her because if she start crying, you want to keep her so that she can make it all the way home on that long drive. I don't think he was attentive enough, and I don't think she should have walked into a full.
Now I don't think he was attentive enough, period. But I guess if she wouldn't have said that they have the parties without them being in their own fucking house, I don't think that I would have cared so much about the party still happening.
Because
I
some
think
blurred
that
lines.
I think that he just didn't give her enough attention. Like I think maybe if he would have handled her getting in the home differently,
Mhm.
catering to her a little bit more in her need, walking away from the party, and actually attending to his wife because clearly y'all trust these people that's in your house because they're always in your goddamn house.
I see what you're saying. So, because she came home and went straight upstairs, that was her communication that she wanted them to leave. But he was probably thinking she may want people around because it's what they always do and it will uplift her. Yes, okay, I could go with that too. If she came
And that's
home,
the only thing I'm saying because it's not
okay,
something. But other than that, I think that her going upstairs was saying, "Hey, get these people out of the house,"
right.
or he should have went behind her and said, "Do you want me to get these people out of our house?" Because some men are not fast enough in their brain in calculating that. So sometimes they have to be told. It's not that it's not an excuse. I don't excuse it. It's just a fact to me that you have to tell them things. They do not read in between the lines. They do not express empathy well. So the attention of his wife, on the other hand, should have been expressed extremely well. You should have been attending to her. And if you would have done that, then maybe you would have understood how she was feeling and where she was going with how she was feeling. And you could have been a better husband that day. But I don't know.
Personally,
It's
should have asked. I would have
or you
asked
should
too.
have said, "Hey babe, do you want me to cancel the party?"
Yeah,
Or maybe you should have said, "Baby, cancel the party. I don't want these people in my house when I get
but
home."
she's the one under distress. So the person under distress, you know how I work. I put the most of the responsibility on the person that's thinking with a clearer head, right? Because she's not going to be thinking with a clearer head. She's going to be thinking it'll be over by the time I get home. Because just think, if it's a whole party occurring and she's on the phone with him, I'm showing you already I want your time. Because it's a
Not
whole
to
party.
me. It's like, what time did the fucking party start?
So football on Sundays, it usually starts around noon, and then people just stay over, go into the later
Okay.
times. So it very well could have been cleared up, or even halftime. But I don't think that I would have had them there. I wouldn't. And then the
Yeah, I would have
second
probably
opportunity,
canceled the party personally.
right,
I
right,
would have canceled it. But
because her communication was, "I want your time." If she stayed on the phone with him all the time, that's a form of communication and letting you know
and
what
then
I
I'm
want.
weird. That's weird. If you talk to him on your way home, but I don't think you stayed on the phone with him that much of a time because you might have
It
just
probably was
wanted
back and
silence
forth.
in your ride. But with that being said, does your husband like your daddy? Because for him,
That's
that could have been a celebration.
father. He could have called.
Because I'm just being thoughtful about how people ain't shit. So yeah,
But that's what
y-
this got written all over to me. Here's why, the other reason too. When something happened to a man, honey, you got to coddle them, baby them. They think that's when you supposed to suck they dick, bend over backwards, do all of this shit because they broke a pinky toenail, because they got the flu. You supposed to do all of this stuff. Hold on, puzzle piece. Hold
it is awful.
They think you're supposed to do all of this stuff, but when you go through something, they act like you some damn mighty morphin Power Ranger, and they can't read none of the signs. At the very least, do all of the things you would have did for you. Am I lying, no, girl?
Not at all.
One little thing happened, and they be like, "So I'm getting here tonight." Yeah, not between the washer and the crock pot. Leave me alone. Ooh.
It
Hey,
makes no good sense.
they do. So no, he missed that opportunity. If his parent was to pass away, thank you, he would not be wanting that. And not to mention, y'all gotta tell the kids. They got kids. You also gotta tell the kids. So no, he missed the mark. He missed the mark and he has several opportunities. But I don't, so the question is from the wife, and she's asking if she's the asshole. No, you're not the asshole. Um, for expecting him to cancel. No, you're not the asshole at all. But if you could give your husband some grace, because we all know who we marry, honey. We know the form of toddler that they are. So when they do certain stuff, it's better for us to learn to get ahead of it. Is That's what I did in my last two relationships. So me, I get even more angry when things don't go right because I learned for the last two specifically, I learned exactly where their areas were. So I would ask questions to avoid some of that shit happening. So when it would happen, your girl would have an attitude because you know your husband too, honey. You knew some of the you knew he probably needed you to say, "Hey, babe,
That part.
clear that motherfucker." But you was in a haste and you was all over the place. So consider that maybe he wasn't thinking, girl. But no, you not the asshole, boo boo. And sorry for your loss. So I will be responding to her, obviously, because we need to tell her condolences for losing her dad as well. So I'll respond. Um, So the lesson in this one is your partner, especially your, well, not any kind of partner, the mother of your child, your spouse, your best friend, none of those people should have to ask for you to have compassion for them. And you ask for it. And one thing I really, really despise is, well, I wouldn't have did that. I didn't ask you what you would have did. That's not emotional intelligence at all. That's not love at all. That's not maturity at all. That's not any of those things. We treat our employees better than we treat our own damn family because we care about how they show up for us. You're supposed to do that same thing times 10 in your own damn household. Okay? Shouldn't have to ask.
Period.
That was a no for me, bestie. I don't like that.
Yeah, I
Condone
don't disagree with her.
thing. No, I don't. Hopefully she
I
didn't
don't
blow again.
disagree. I mean, granted, I do. I mean, I still have all my catch
There's some
22
areas,
thoughts.
right.
But
Some
I
areas
still
I
stand 10 toes down with how she felt because as a husband, it's your responsibility to learn your wife, know your wife 12 years later, Negro. You know what the fuck was going on. And you need the shit slapped at you on the low. But we ain't judging and we not putting our hands on anybody. Okay, great.
That's why I said I would have knocked his head between a crock pot and the refrigerator.
Cause my Lancer. Like, and that's for being slow.
Period. You were
Not
slow to
even
get
that you wasn't, not even that you wasn't given a care. I ain't gonna say you didn't care. I'm gonna just say you was slow. You was just slow. You had a slow moment. You had a Dumbo.
what do they call it? A blind moment.
Mm-hmm. A whole blind.
Most men are just selfish. They
And I
are.
don't. I mean, you know,
And to your point, they have blind moments too, which means you totally are not meaning to be that way, but it's just not something that
it be
captures.
like that sometimes. I mean, we all have it.
We all
So
do
I'm
that.
not judging. I'm
Mm-mm.
just saying, sir, do better. Do better right
Please,
quick.
please do. Because when the shit turn around, now, girl, let me tell you something. When he go through something, do not use that as an opportunity to be like, well, you didn't do it for me. Y'all talk about it and you release it and you allow him to make it up to you and don't expect him to do too much to make it up to you, okay? Because you attach that to your grief. Allow your husband to be your husband and go tell your husband that you're sad because that happened and you did not
That
want
was a
them to
good response right there because I'm awful. I went totally left. I was totally gonna do everything you just told her not to do.
that used to be me.
I was gonna do
I
everything
used
you
to be
just
like,
told her
look,
not to do.
girl, please. I used to be like, note number one, starve you to death later for eating my chicken wings.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna make sure I don't think about you on this next meal I plate.
Period. Because you ate one chicken wing, I'm going
And
to
I'm
take
so
the
petty, I'm gonna eat out. I'm not even gonna be home for a fake meal for you. Okay?
and
Yeah,
see, I don't
so we're
watch
still growing.
it.
Listen, we're still growing.
I don't have sense. Okay, next story. Here we go. my gosh. I think that story pissed me off. My eyes starting to twitch. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Uh Sir said, please close your mouth for 1 minute. This is my favorite because it is so me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a 24-year-old male and my fiance is 25. We've been together since we were 16 and 17, and everything was perfect. Recently, however, she has taken the habit of literally nonstop talking, 24/7, just talking and talking and talking and talking, and never, and I never said anything in the beginning. At first, I used to actually listen and talk about whatever she was talking about with her, but after a few months, I started ignoring her, but she never took the hint. I'm an introvert, and sometimes I just want to sit in silence and peace and not have to listen to a literal radio every single hour I'm with her. So today I snapped. I didn't even realize what I'd done till it was already done. I yelled at her to please stop talking so much and close her mouth for just a minute so I could have some peace. So I so she looked shocked and just stared back at me and called me a jerk and said I was a terrible person. She made me leave the house and won't answer any of my calls or texts. I need your advice. Mic drop.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Here's where you are the asshole. Where did it say it? You never said anything before, and now you snap. That's problem number one. I just started ignoring her, but she never took hint. That's a hint according to you. Because why are you giving a hint, Mr. I want to be a husband? Husbands don't give hints. Husbands lead. They talk. Open your mouth and talk. I don't understand. If you don't
Mm.
tell somebody something, you cannot expect them to know. Who do you think you are? Okay. Let's see. Good riddance. That wasn't nice. If you already can't tolerate it, it will get worse. I wonder, yo, I wonder what went from her talking regular to all of a sudden talking, 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 talking. They both not on the same page. They're not. But I wonder what changed, y'all.
He did. He changed his mind.
About wanting to marry her?
Yeah. They be killing me. They be changing their minds, girl. They got options.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Because something happened. Because, well, number one, what happened that all of a sudden she wants to talk and talk and talk so much? Or is it that they actually spend more time together now? Or is it that at 16 and 17, you guys are mostly at school and stuff like that? So you talked about the same things and you were okay with talking because you talked just as much. But now maybe she comes home talking about work. You don't want to talk about work. She's talking a lot about the wedding. You don't want to talk a lot about the wedding. I will be interested to know what exactly she's talking about. This is,
Or who didn't got to it.
but you know what else? Thank you, Bestie. You know what else? Um, she's talking and talking and talking nonstop. You know what else? Follow me with this one. Fist pump. I don't know why I just wanted to flip off the camera and I did, but it just came over me.
I'm
Uh,
so fucking weak. That's how you treat my gifts.
I waited till the gift was over on my side. That's why I said thank you.
I'm so weak. I'm so weak. It's okay, Fred.
Um,
Oh shit.
so just think about it, okay? Y'all dated when you was 16 and 17. That's when you started. And it then is, oh, they're my world. I just love them so much. But now you're like, oh, I'm engaged. I can't be around my friends. So you probably took the place of her friends. Tell that girl to go. Tell her y'all don't need to be together. Why are y'all together 24/7? That just
Hmm.
stuck out to me. She's talking 24/7. How is she talking 24/7? Y'all not in school? You not working? She don't got no friends. You don't got no friends.
That part.
Why y'all laid up cupcaking all day? Because 7 years later you didn't become no introvert. The introvert is in you, not on you. Okay.
Baby, because let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Honey,
appreciate it.
something happened. I think life happened. Is she glowing up and you not? What's up?
Yeah.
Something is why y'all not going out doing stuff. That don't sound weird. 25? I had a ball at 25 and y'all engaged and you actually a couple? That don't make sense to me, y'all. Something don't make sense. Other than why are y'all together 24/7? Y'all should be with your friends. Two. Not, oh, I can't be your friend because I'm gonna be a wife.
Mm.
Or I don't want you to go out with your friends. What if you cheat on me? Can we let that know
Mm.
better? Let that nigga go. I don't know.
Let them
So
go, baby.
at 25, you should not be locked down like that. Even if you're going to be married, it should be fun. Not all of this. Mm-mm. This is why communication matters before you start to resent the person. Because now you just changed the way she's going to see you. She called you a terrible person. She don't feel safe with you. She not going to feel safe with you no more. You have no idea what you actually just did. Oh. And you yelled at her? Thank you. Why you yell at that girl like that? I can't wait to go to Houston. Why you yell at that girl like that?
Because he's a
Period.
cornball.
That's not nice. Can you imagine? I yelled at her to please stop talking so much and close her mouth for just a minute so I could have some peace. Do you realize how powerful those words are? Stop talking so much. Close your mouth. Peace. You just told her she wasn't your peace. I don't know if I could move forward with him, Bestie. I got an attitude problem with stuff like that. I don't know about that one. He would have some peace. I wouldn't
Period.
talk no more for the next 90 to 120 days. So you better hope the wedding ain't coming up because I'm gonna say I do and I'm not talking to you.
Mm.
Yes, that was wrong. That's not nice. Can you imagine somebody telling you that because they talking a lot that you not their peace when you never heard them even tell you before, hey, I don't, can we chill for a minute? Or hey babe, I noticed, you have a lot of excitement. I mean, I don't know what you would say though.
I wouldn't say too much. I know I just have a problem sticking around with somebody that don't do well
He don't
with
like her.
me.
You right. He don't like her. Okay. I can't imagine because he would have got cursed right. Baby girl, my mouth. I've gotten into a lot of trouble for some of the things that I've said. And here's the thing, I don't take them back. Only if I really mean it. Like, that's not what I was thinking, or that came out wrong. Thank you. High five. Um,
I'm so fucking tickled. You so goofy. High five.
oh my goodness. No, Bestie, I couldn't do it. So our final verdict for that one is the advice is to tell her the truth because now she looked okay. So she looked shocked and just stared back at me and then called me a jerk and a terrible person. She made me leave. So you was at her shit talking to her like that when you could have just not came over like that? I just noticed that part. You at her shit. Okay. Told you to leave. And now she won't answer any of your calls or texts. Well, you said you wanted peace. Mm, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. And I think you're a
Because they're gonna
cornball.
be equally hurt. I believe in equality. Go home, Roger. I like the way you think. You my kind of person. I'm on every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7. I need you to show up every time because you have sense. Okay? Please. Thank you. Yeah. So it's nothing to say for me except, oh, maybe they should go to marriage counselor. They are young. Because she's not gonna
Mm.
bounce back from this.
I
And
don't know.
girl,
See,
all y'all get is
sometimes
your
when
gun.
people show you who they are, you're supposed to believe them. I'm not gonna be doing all that canceling and growing up with you and
They're
you don't want
young.
to grow up. I don't
They've been
care.
together since 16 and 17.
And how old are they now?
24 and 25.
And you ain't
You
learned
know that
shit.
that's that bridge to being older, and then everything you learn from 25 to 30, you actually implement it with all of your lessons. You actually become smooth sailing at 30. I can't
Oh,
imagine.
okay.
They probably been all fluffy, and not living like you should live, trying to follow rules or do certain things. And she needs to be with her friends. That's the answer. Y'all
Period.
need a fucking life. That's why I'm saying it's really easy to fix. It really is. But if he needs to learn, you can't just wait and then blow up, because you could have easily gotten your ass up and said, I'm gonna go ahead and go home now. Or, oh, I'm gonna go do something at the house. And you could have left. It's not like she was at your house and you needed to think of how to get her out. You was at her house. You could have easily just not came over that day if you wanted peace. Who comes to your house to want silence and peace? What? Stay at home. Y'all don't live together? Mm-mm. That's a no for me. So, y'all want me to read the last one or save it for TikTok only?
You can save it for TikTok only.
I agree. I love it when you agree with me. I
Mhm.
do. Oh my gosh, I need some rest. Okay, so TikTok, stay right there. We have one more story just for you guys. So we're going to switch over and pay attention over here solely. YouTube, thank you for joining the show tonight. I hope you love these stories. Drop down in the comments and tell me which story was your favorite, which one you related to. And if there is a story that you do want me to tell, you can inbox it to me on, I usually put my email address, but I'm going to be real honest. I don't check it. Um, Send it to me on
I'm
TikTok or
hollering.
on IG, because I'm not shit. I just thought about that. That is the email address that's down there. And if you sent
And baby
anything,
said I don't check it.
mhm,
Baby,
I
we sound
forgot
like
which
two
one was
peas in a
attached.
pot.
I forgot which one is attached, and I just remembered. So I'm gonna go through it tonight and see who all I need to apologize to. I swear I end up giving away more things out of apology for messing up. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you want, you can head over to TikTok. You don't really need to. Most of my YouTube people are not TikTok people, and I'm okay with that. That's why we're on both screens now. So we will be back tomorrow on Thursday with case number 69. Hopefully, I can find 3 or 4 really, really good stories. I was on 304 TikTok earlier, and it started to get on my nerves, so I got off. I mean, I didn't get off.
I'm
I
so
logged,
weak.
I logged out because it was too much. Okay, it's a lot of work. That's it for tonight. Have a good night. Des, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me everywhere. Delicious with 2 E's designs on all the sites. And I am here for you. Located in Birmingham, Alabama.
Period. Go to Amazon and buy those, okay? All of them for the people that need therapy, which is everybody, okay? There's a full description on Amazon of what each one is about. So buy the one that you need the most and then move to the next one. Or buy all three. All the ballers, buy all three. Okay? Thank you. Have a good night.
Good
Goodbye.
night.